Hi everyone, welcome to today's reading. So before we get into it, I just want to give a couple quick updates. Feels like I haven't posted in a while. I've been posting some shorts, but I did take a little bit of a break from doing these like longer format readings just for a bit to kind of regain my center. That being said, I'm sure you guys will notice that my channel and my videos are going to be taking on a new tone. Nothing too different, just a little bit more God focused and God centered. I think I had kind of gotten away from my practice for a bit, so the Holy Spirit had to smack me around a bit, but I might make a longer format video kind of about my testimony and exactly what all it is that I went through. But yeah, so those of you that have been wondering, that's what's been going on. So today I got 3 piles for you to choose from, 3 perfumes also. And I got a little something special for those of you that will stick around. What is this? That are going to stick around until the end. So I got these little pop-up fortune cards, and what they are, they came in this cute little box here. It says, just the message, just the perfect message for the moment. And basically they're little sealed cards, and so this is one that I've already opened. Might as well read it, right? There's something unshakable at your center, no matter what is happening. This is always true. So that's a message for all of you that wanted to stick around for that also. But I picked 3 to go along with each pile, and as you can see, these ones are sealed. They're not opened yet, so we'll open them up together at the end. So take all the time that you need to. Pause if you need some more time. You can also choose from any of the pictures earlier on in the video. Today we're looking at why Spirit God the Most High is proud of you. Yeah, so of course, if you are drawn to more than one option, there are messages for you there. So I recommend watching that only if you're called to. And the timestamps are down below in the description boxes. There's only one. Anyway, I'll see y'all in your pile. Alright, what's up, pile 1? Welcome to your reading. I'm gonna put this guy, I don't know, here. Alright, let's see. Why is Spirit God the Most High proud of you, pile 1? Let's find out together. And there's gonna be a lot of reasons why Spirit is proud of you. But this right here is only gonna be a few of them. Remember that. This is not an all-inclusive list by any means. Because God loves you, and I love you. Because you're amazing. Alright, let's see what we got. The village. Also, I should tell you, we're at that weird time of day again where my table is going to go through a lot of lighting transitions, so I apologize in advance when you notice that the light changes a bunch. Adventure, very nice. And by weird time of day, I just mean it's the afternoon. Knowing. You know what's really funny? It's kind of funny that I mentioned that, and there's a major lighting change from the village to this card. So I think that has something to do with your reading, but let's keep going before we get into it. Strife. The last time I got this card, I've noticed that she was wearing a Boston Red Sox jersey. The Yankees and the Sox. We got determination. The Chariot, bless, willpower, victory, recognition. So this definitely has to do with this message. I'll get into it. I'm getting some messages, but hang on a minute. Princess of Cups, the costume designer. Let go. Make it look like the night. Guide represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Bless. That's funny. I don't know why I'm being called to mention this because trying to keep it a secret, but my oopsies bumped the table. My real name. So Luna is my kind of like a pseudonym that I go by. My real name, which I'm not going to disclose because it's very unique, but it translates into guide, which is really interesting because I ended up doing this for a living, right? So I feel like that might be a message for you as well. Like I feel like there's something tied to you, like maybe similar thing, like you were born with a particular name and you never thought that that was going to actually be your path in life, but it ended up being that way. That's only for some of you though, but we'll get more into it. And then you have Fool, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. I like it. I think this is my pile for sure, actually. So this is a really interesting and very deep reading pile one. I love it for you. Um, where should we start? I guess we'll just start over here on this side with Guide and Fool. So with Guide, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. One of the reasons why Spirit God the Most High is proud of you is because literally, you use your lessons and the things that you've learned, the darkness that you've been through, to guide other people in life so that, they don't have to learn a lesson the hard way like how you did, right? You really, really care about trying to make other people's lives better, and you want to help other people in the way that you know how. And I think also something that's really nice for you that I like and that Spirit likes is that you know how to keep up your boundaries with people. So even though you enjoy being a guide to people and showing them and kind of like, giving them instructions on how to handle certain situations or certain challenges and difficulties, um, you do it in a way where you don't have to give too much of yourself. You're able to help other people, yeah, without it taking away from you. Another reason why Spirit God the Most High is proud of you with Fool, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. You enjoy life. You enjoy life and you love to laugh and you love to have a good time. And you understand that life is very short. We only really have a limited time here on Earth, and every moment, every second of the day that we are alive and healthy is a blessing, and that we should do what we can to make the most out of it. And if physically we're not capable of making the most out of it, by getting out or doing whatever, you really encourage people to make the most out of it by laughing, by enjoying their time, by, seeking out joyous experiences. Things don't have to be so tough and serious all the time. Like, it's okay to do like childish things. It's okay to play video games. It's okay to play board games. If you want to play hide and seek with your dog, play hide and seek with your dog. Like, if you want to freaking dance with your dog, right? What's that episode of King of the Hill? And they teach Ladybird how to do square dancing, right? And Hank is one of the most stuck up dudes ever on Earth, and he even had fun time with it, right? So I think that's a message for you, in that you can really take people out of their shell and more into the present moment, and through that kind of also teach them that enjoying life, that having fun and treasuring these fun and joyful and silly moments is super important and a super necessary part of life, because life is so small, right? There's really only so much time that we get to enjoy here on earth, and the ability to enjoy things and have fun, it's a God-given gift. It's a God-given ability to be able to be happy and have fun. And why wouldn't you want to, make time to do that if you can? Like I like to say, and like I think you like to say, you have a choice in how you want to show up in the world, or how you're able, the words now. You have a choice in how you show up in the world, right? You can't really choose what happens to you, but you can choose how you respond. And bad things and bad situations happens to everybody. Nobody's immune to it. And just because bad things happen to you, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you deserve bad things to happen to you. It happens to everyone. Um, but what you can do is do the best that you can to make the most out of your time, despite of any difficulties that you have, because you know, these dark times are temporary. So let's take something negative and turn it into a positive. What can we take from this? What lessons can we learn from this? Literally, I'm being drawn to how like her head is being illuminated, even though this is the chariot. It's very much like she's been gifted a light, an idea from God on how to live her life, to move forward, right? And that's literally what this like let go and make it look like the night and strife and determination are also saying. Um, Spirit is really proud of you for being able to turn inward, excuse me, um, whenever these negative things or challenges do come up. You don't turn away from them. You're willing and able to face them head on. And it's like, if you're from Boston or New York, you know that this rivalry is a little bit deep, right? Or even if you're not from here, you know that this rivalry is deep. But like at the end of the day, a sports rivalry is a sports rivalry. It's supposed to just be for fun, right? So to you, it's like a challenge. It's a part of the spiritual challenges that we were given when we were put on this earth. It's a challenge that's meant to make us better at the end of the day, right? It's something that we put ourselves through that is difficult, it's challenging, but it's to our benefit. And you face those challenges head on with determination. You know that they are meant to be challenging, and you believe in your ability to overcome that. Not only your ability to overcome that, but believe, the reason why you believe in yourself is because you believe in the power of the Most High God within you. So you know that you have God with you, so that you're able to surpass any challenge that is put in front of you, because if God can bring you to it, he's going to bring you through it, right? And that's something that you hold very closely into your heart. Like with this Chariot card and then the Princess of Cups, the costume designer, it's like you meet any and every challenge head on, full speed. You don't even have to meet it with determination. You meet it with grace. You don't need determination for your challenges, because you know you know that you are going to overcome everything that is put in your path. You meet your challenges with grace, not determination. And I think what's really fun is that because you have so much faith in how how these challenges are going to work out for you, you always know that they're going to work out for your highest interest, that your best good or your most good, I don't know the words. You understand that no matter what happens, whether you win or lose this challenge, the outcome is going to be what's best for you, that God is bringing you there for a reason. And because of that, you like to approach challenges with a different point of view, a different mindset, a different approach. You like to kind of get playful with things, whereas I feel like people, when they're met with more serious challenges, they get really overwhelmed and very stressed and they're like, I need to make sure that this is going to get taken care of, whereas you know it's going to be taken care of regardless. So you take this time to kind of exercise your brain and your imagination, and you're like, okay, well, I feel like most people, when approached or when having to face this type of a situation, they would take A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. But how about I start with Z, and then we'll go with F, Q, P, L, 6, 42. Like, you don't take a standard approach to things because you understand that, you don't have to. And by you trying to carve out a new way and trying out new things, you're making, again, a new path for people to follow in order to show them how to approach different things a different way. You are very much a way maker. So you might be an Aquarius, like sun, moon, rising. Um, you are very innovative when it comes to new ideas and approaches. You're constantly trying to think outside of the box. Um, if not for your benefit, for the benefit of the people around you, because a lot of people come to you for help, and you can always, point them into that new pattern of thinking. That same thing applies with this adventure knowing card here. And same thing with this village card. So this village card, what that says is, like, when we become so comfortable growing up in a small town or within a village, we get really comfortable and really used to those settings and those places and those people, right? And it might be nice and cozy and fun, but you're not really gaining anything. You're not really learning anything by being there. There's a whole world out there for you to explore, and a whole world of knowledge to gain by leaving that village, right? Um, so do you stay cozy at home with what you know, or are you willing to explore that which what you don't know, so that your whole world can open up around you, and then you can bring it back to the village and teach the people that were left behind, like, hey, this is all the cool stuff that I learned, and this is all the cool stuff that's out there, and let me teach you this stuff and show you for yourselves, and you can come with me, and then I can teach you how to go about this world and do this stuff too. Right? So you're very much the person who, yeah, you're the waymaker, you're the wayfinder, you're the pathfinder, literally, with the chariot here. You go out and you find that hidden knowledge so that you can bring it back to the people who need you. Because I feel like there's a lot of people around your vicinity, in your, maybe it is in your town, or maybe it's in your family. There's a lot of people around you in general that kind of lead a more closed off life. They're not as open to things outside of their world. And I think it's kind of like your purpose and responsibility. And then, don't put everything on yourself. But I feel like part of the reason why you were put into these people's lives is to teach and to show them, like, hey, there's a whole world out there, man, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty sweet. Very nice, pile one. Let's open up your fortune and see what it says, man. Remember to honor all the things that make you you. Exactly. Because you are unique, Pile One, and that much is very, very clear. So don't you ever be afraid to be exactly who you are. Live fully in your truth. Because God made you you for a reason, and only you can speak and act and do the things that you do. Only you can think the way that you do. And that's why you're the only one that can teach people and show people these things the way that you do. So don't be afraid to be who you are. Oh my gosh, what is that, Dr. Seuss? Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Bless. Big up to big ups to the Most High. Big ups to you. Pile one. If this reading resonated, please leave a like, drop a comment down below. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the information for that is down below in the description box. I hope you are happy, healthy, and safe. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Now, I do not want this in the sunlight, so I'm gonna move it. But this was a perfume we were drawn to if you picked the perfume. Alright, and then this guy I'm gonna put over here. Let's see why Spirit God the Most High is proud of you. And of course, this is just gonna be a small list of reasons why Spirit is proud of you. As there are many, because you are awesome. All right, let's see. You got apocalypsis. The sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. Bless, I love it. Release, make the unseen seen and set it free. I like it. Really like how these are coming together. The Wheel of Fortune, yep. Power. Ten of Fire, Ten of Wands, overworked, stressed, imbalanced. Queen of Cups, the Therapist. Fear. Patience. Warrior. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. I like it. And the Exorcist. I'm not laughing. How many y'all in here casted out some demons recently? That's why I'm laughing. Because I know I did. We got freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Bless. Big ups to the Most High. I might have made jokes too quickly, so I think this might also be my pile. Right. So with Exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses, Apocalypsis, and the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd, and even with this warrior, heroes, oh my god, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego, and release, make the unseen see and set it free. I feel like a lot of you here, I feel like y'all might have gotten saved recently. Hallelujah. Amen. And if that doesn't resonate with you, then I feel like if you weren't saved directly by Jesus, I feel like at the very least, y'all have cast out demons for real, within yourself. Um, because this apocalypsis card is also about, you know, kind of like lifting the veil on something very dark and defeating it, right? And especially with the, I mean, come on, like, so, and this applies for me also. So that's why I took a little bit of a break from my channel. Is because I've always taken a God-centered approach when it comes to my spiritual practices, and I'm somebody who I've always said that my spiritual beliefs are kind of like a blend of Christianity and spirituality. I don't know if you guys saw that, but my screen just went black for a minute when I was recording. Somebody doesn't want me to be speaking on this. But I I've been kind of, I don't want to say losing my faith, but there have been kind of like, I've been experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare. So that's something that maybe you had experienced recently a lot as well. And I feel like, um, and I know this was the case for me, I feel like you have kind of gone, not down the rabbit hole, but you've been learning more about what spiritual warfare means, what are monitoring spirits, what are familiar spirits. And I think as you had been exploring what exactly spiritual warfare is and what can and could be considered to be demonic, I think you realize that unclean entities had more access to you than you realize, and it was taxing you. You know, it was causing a lot of chaos in your life. It was causing a lot of problems, and I think you had a real come to Jesus moment. Or again, if that's not how you cast out your demons, that, no judgment here, but there is definitely a feeling plagued by things that were unclean, things that were destructive, things that were trying to keep you trapped in your fear, things that were trying to separate you from God the Most High. I don't know why. I have never seen this before in my life. She's looking real creepy to me right now. She giving you that vibe too? So I feel like, they tried real hard to make you uncomfortable, to keep you from your kingdom. And I think once you finally realized what was going on, you really took the time to explore your inner world as well as your practices and see how are, what exactly it is, what are you doing that's allowing these demons to have access to you, right? Because at the end of the day, the reason why demons have access to us is because we allow it. Um, so you really, really took the time to look inward and explore. Because I feel like for a lot of you here, and I was like this too. I always tried to keep my practice spiritually very clean because I had this issue happen to me before in the past, and that's why I always try to warn people. Don't mess with tarot cards. You don't know what you're doing. I'm saying that as a tarot card reader, right? This is a portal. This is a portal that opens you up to things that you do not know about, and you think that you are keeping your intentions and everything, quote unquote, in alignment, but there's only one truth, and that is, unless you are living and doing your practice only through God the Most High and soaking and bathing in the blood of Jesus, you're allowing these demons to access you. Um, so I think you really cleaned up your practice, and I think like me, you've kind of evaluated your spirituality and asked yourself, what is right for you, and you understand that your relationship with your God is going to be personal, as it always has been. You don't have to follow a religion to have a good relationship with God, and I think that's why, or that's the path that you've led, and I think that might be part of the reason also why things have kind of gone astray, especially with like new age practices. There is a lot of like idolatry, right? And especially when you're doing things like and I'm guilty of this too, like praying to angels. Like, you don't know what you're actually talking to, and that's how good the enemy is, right? That's how good and manipulative they are. They present themselves as things that seem to be of the highest order, but they're not. They're monitoring spirits, and they're familiar spirits, and they're things that are just trying to get information on you to get you closer to the enemy, right? But God is super, super proud of you for being able to figure out all this information and getting back onto a good path, and lining back up with truth, and lining back up with your God, and keeping things spiritually along the straight and narrow. It's really hard. I feel like this is kind of representative of all the chaos and all the unclean spirits that were kind of around you, and it gets to be exhausting, right? It gets to be really tiring when you think you're talking and listening to all these things that are you thought were divine and you thought were holy, but if they're divine and holy, why are you feeling like this? Why are you in this type of predicament? Why are you getting these kinds of individuals in your life, and that sort of thing, right? And yes, even though I listened to these folks, I got the things that they told me I was going to get, but they also didn't tell me about all these shitty people that I had to deal with, and they're not really telling me on how to deal with them, right? Um so yeah, God's really proud of you for getting back in touch with yourself, your soul, your spirit, and finding him again. You've exercised a lot of patience around your fears. And in the times of upheaval and change that I feel like would have broken most people, you've faced them head on, absolutely head on. And despite all of the challenges, all the difficulties that you've been through, you're still a loving, open, and honest person. That was a short message for you today, Pile, too, but I feel like you've been through a lot, and God just wants to say, good job. Seriously, you've really, really done great, and it was a lot of hard work, and you've earned your rest. Go rest up, go have fun. Your things are being taken care of. Don't worry about it. Literally, just go have fun. If you're worried that you don't have the extra $20 to go do the thing, go do the thing. Okay, it's fine. Let's check and see what your little fortune is. You are already as courageous as you need to be. What if it's time? What if you're ready? So think about it. Is there a move you've been waiting to make? Is there a project you've been waiting to start? Is there a word you've been wanting to put out? Is it time to give your testimony? Think about it. Go have fun and think about it. Thanks for being here today, pile number 2. If this resonated with you, please leave a like. Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you never miss another reading. If you want to book a personal reading, the information for that is down below in the description box. God bless. I hope y'all are happy, healthy, and safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So I don't want this in the sun, but this was the perfume that you guys chose. I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess. Paint is chipping. Stick this guy over here. Oops. Knock my crystals down in the process. It's fine. Alright, let's see why Spirit God the Most High is proud of you. And this is just a quick reminder that this is a very small list of reasons why Spirit is proud of you. Because Spirit's proud of you for a lot of reasons. Because you're awesome. Oh yeah, you guys got more cards than everybody. Alright, let's see. We'll figure it out as we go, I guess. You got the Destroyer. QR code. Scan the card to see card description. So this is actually supposed to be an oracle card. My friend Zach made these cards. This is from the Monster Garden Oracle. Yeah, approve. Healing through rest. The Sun. Intention. Two of Earth. Balance, prioritization, and playfulness. Prioritization? Bruh. The words. What's this? Defeat. The Five of Swords. Forgiveness. Record. Or record. I don't know. Shapeshifter. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. Ability to see the potential in everything. Hero, heroine. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So with hero, heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment, and shapeshifter, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. I feel like you very much, Pile 3, are the type of person who is all about self-empowerment, in that you believe that you yourself and people in general have an infinite capacity to overcome any challenges that they may face and find. You are the kind of person that, you don't have a lot of tolerance for negative self-talk, whether that's from yourself or from the people around you. Um, and you try to empower the people around you to think similarly, to find the passion and the wherewithal to believe and fight for themselves, to want to seek out different levels of consciousness and different levels of information for themselves. I feel like you, with the shapeshifter card, have gone through many major uplevelings in consciousness throughout your lifetime here on Earth. And because of that, you feel like your journey has been longer than others, whereas like I feel like most people, they come to Earth and they're to learn, a handful of lessons before their soul consciousness evolves and essentially they move on to the next plane of existence, right? Whereas for you, I feel like within your years, however old you are, you've managed to fit several lifetimes worth of consciousness levels or lessons. Yeah. You've fit several lessons of up leveling in this lifetime. Oh my god, there's so many words. Why are they? I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say right now. Um, you had many, many, many lifetimes of lessons into this one life so far, is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like you don't necessarily think that you are more special or more capable than anybody else. I think you understand you're made in the same flesh and blood as everybody else, and that if you were capable of doing this, then this is something that everybody else is capable of doing as well. And it's more of, how people speak about themselves and speak to themselves that determines whether or not they are able to face these challenges. So you, like I said, have a really low tolerance for people speaking down on themselves around you, and you do everything that you can to uplift others and show them that they're more than capable of surpassing and conquering everything that comes their way. You're very skilled at balancing and navigating your life. Whenever it is you have things that are very challenging to go through, it almost feels like the people around you wouldn't necessarily know about it unless you told them directly. Because you don't wear it on your sleeve necessarily. You don't allow negative things to get to you. You don't let those things show. Because you're very intentional in the way that you live your life, and you understand that however we show up in the world is more of what we put out into this world. So if we, wake up in the morning and we're miserable and we're just like angry to be awake and all kinds of stuff, and those are the actions that we go about our day with, we breathe that into what we're doing. We breathe that into the people around us. And it rubs off. It rubs off on the people around us. It rubs off on everything. And that's kind of why you tend to experience more negative things. Whereas if you start off the day on a good foot and you're grateful to be awake and be alive and have a healthy body that you can move around. And I know some of y'all are saying, well, I don't have a healthy body and this, and that. I'm like, listen, man, if you have 2 feet that can bring you up and down a set of stairs, you're already, a lot healthier than a lot of people, and that's something to be grateful for. And I'm telling you that as a personal trainer. If your body, works 50% at 50% capacity of what a quote unquote normal body would work at, that's something to be grateful for. But yeah, you really like to live your life with intention, and you enjoy teaching people the benefits of living your life with intention and being passionate and purposeful about how you approach the day and your choices and encounters with other people. I think you really try to be a light in this world, and you really try to leave a light in this world on the people around you. Um, Whether that's like somebody, a cash, working at the cash register, like if you can get them to smile, then that makes your day, right? You're that kind of person. And then with this destroyer and the QR code, like what I'm getting, you always do your best to conquer and destroy any limiting beliefs that you have. You This QR code, what this is all about is about learning. Um, Learning and applying your new knowledge and skills in a practical manner. So like you're not afraid to look at what needs to be changed and learn about, okay, what do I need to do to effectively take this down or destroy it in the best way possible, and dispose of it so that, I don't know, like for example, let's say you're tearing down a house. I don't know. How what's the best way for me to tear down this house that is the safest for everybody around? Is there a way that I can like contain all the dust and that sort of thing? Um and how can I make cleanup as easy as possible and as take as little steps as possible? Um it's like you learn all of the little details that you possibly can when it comes to learning how to destroy something that doesn't serve you. And then like you find a way that you can apply that knowledge to other areas of your life. And then with approve, healing through rest, forgiveness, record, what I'm picking up, I feel like you've been through a lot of karmic lessons recently where you've had to learn how to find forgiveness for certain individuals. And I think, forgiving some people might have been easier than it has for others, definitely for sure here. Um, it's been a very challenging process, and it feels like you've done a really good job at releasing those karmic ties and, yeah, just kind of like processing them properly. So Spirit's really proud of you for that with this approved card here. And what Spirit is saying is, now is your time to rest. You've done all the work that you can possibly do. Rest. Now is the time to rest. You know, don't Spirit doesn't want you to do anything right now but rest and have fun. It feels like you have really been through so much. You've done so much in terms of leveling up your own life and then the people around you and then finding that balance, right? And it feels like what you want to keep doing is working. The spirit is saying, please rest. There's always going to be time for more work. Um, but you've come to the point in your journey where you have done so much work. Like I'm feeling like the ten of wands, right? The ten of wands, the person is carrying 10 wands on their back, and a lot of people read it as a card of overwhelm, but really what the message of that card is that person's almost home. So they're almost at the place where they can set down those wands. And I feel like that's what you are doing right now. I feel like you see your house and you see that it's right there. And you're like, I'm almost there. I don't want to put these wands down now because I'm about to get there. Um, and if I take this rest now, then I'm never gonna get home. And the spirit is saying, yeah, you know what? You are almost there for sure, but you've already come so far, and like I don't want to say it's further than you think, but taking the rest now is super, super necessary to get you that last umph that you need to complete that last leg of your trip. Like, if you keep pushing yourself now, you might find yourself running out of steam, like actually running out of steam, like before you're able to reach that goal. But if you stop and rest now, then you're gonna have that energy to make it that last, whatever kilometer or however far you are away from it, right? All right, pal three. Let's see what this little fortune thing is for you. Dun, 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 dun. You still have time. It is not too late. See, you have plenty of time to finish what you're trying to do to get to that goal. You don't have to push yourself. If you keep pushing yourself, you're only going to hurt yourself because you're going to run out of energy. Take the time to rest. You're not late. What is for you is exactly on time, and Spirit is making sure of it. Thank you for being here with me today, pile three. If this resonated with you, please leave a like, drop a comment down below, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you never miss another reading. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the information for that is down in the description box. God bless you. I hope you are happy, healthy, and safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.